People always ask how I manage to stay fit whilst working in investment banking. So let's get into it.
Let's go.
Hey guys, and welcome back to another 9 to 5 day in my life. With the new year officially here, I thought it'd be the perfect time to share my early morning gym routine and what I eat in a day whilst working a pretty demanding corporate job in London. Good morning, guys. It is January the 2nd. Sorry about my hair, it's kind of greasy at the moment, but I'm just heading off to the gym this morning before work, and it is freezing today. Like, it's been freezing for the last few weeks, but yeah, so I'm just wearing my gym stuff underneath my work clothes. It's Friday, so it's pretty casual in the office today, so I'm wearing my battery is on 5%, so I need to do this quickly. I'm wearing these leather trousers with my gym shorts underneath and my gym top, thermal layer, and this jumper. And yeah, it's just easier to wear my outfit that I'm going to wear to the office on top of my gym stuff, so I can just quickly take it off. I don't have to carry it with me in my bag. It doesn't add weight, and yeah, it's just easy. And the gym stuff underneath my clothes just acts as a second layer. So yeah, I've got my makeup in my bag and my breakfast for this morning, which is the overnight oats that I always make. And yeah, let's get going. If you've watched my previous videos, you'll know I normally train in the afternoons. But working in investment banking, your days can be pretty unpredictable, so training in the morning really helps to take the pressure off trying to squeeze in my session during a busy day. When it comes to my training, I keep things really simple. I train 4 times a week and stick to the same program with the same movements in rotation for at least 3 months. That way I can progressively overload, track my strength, and see actual progress, rather than just doing movements for the sake of it. And having this structure has really helped me stay consistent alongside a busy job. And I think the biggest thing I've learned is that you have to find a form of movement you genuinely enjoy. I tried so hard last year to be a Pilates princess and it just wasn't for me. So take the time to figure out what works for you, and don't be disheartened if you don't enjoy what someone else is doing or whatever is trending right now. Today's session is a posterior chain day, so we're hitting back, hamstrings and glutes. Eventually this year, I will like to have some aesthetic goals to work towards in preparation for the wedding, but for now it's mainly a mental escape, and the priority is to just get used to the early starts. One thing that's made a big difference for me when it comes to staying active is not relying solely on the gym. A lot of my daily movement actually comes from my routine around work. On office days, I usually get around 10,000 steps just from walking to and from the station, moving around Canary Wharf, and being a bit more intentional about getting up from my desk. I try to stand up or walk around at least once every hour, even if it's just a quick lap to refill my water bottle or make a tea. It sounds small, but over the course of a long day, it really adds up. For me, staying fit in investment banking is less about doing something extreme and more about stacking small habits consistently. Happy New Year, guys, and happy Friday. It's 2nd of January and I just got back from the office. It was so quiet. Obviously it's kind of still the end of the whole Christmas and New Year's period, so yeah, it was super quiet. There was barely anyone around in Canary Wharf or even in the office. So yeah, it was actually quite nice. It was good to kind of just lock in and get some work done and just make the most of the calm before January properly kicks in on Monday and everyone returns back to the office. So that was nice. And I wanted to actually chat about New Year's and New Year goals and resolutions and all of that, because I know obviously a lot of you are going to be thinking about that right now. And in a world where everyone is doing the absolute most, like things like 75 hard and all these extreme challenges and really intense routines, like I've seen so many intense routines at the moment which just aren't achievable for a lot of people, especially if you're working quite a demanding job like investment banking or in finance, or even like if you're a nurse or a doctor or have a job that requires being in the office or somewhere other than your home for 4 to 5 days of the week. It's just not achievable. And I think pushing your body to that level of extreme can actually do more harm than good, because you're kind of keeping yourself at this intensity all day, which is just not great for your nervous system and keeps it in fight or flight mode essentially all day. So it's just a fast track to burnout and will essentially just fry your nervous system. So yeah, I think when you also think about it from a seasonal perspective and aligning ourselves with nature, I know we've ended a year and we're starting a new year, and that obviously sparks this want to do new things. But we are in the middle of a season and we're in the middle of winter, which is typically the time that we slow down and hibernate. And so if you're feeling a little bit meh or a bit, I don't want to start anything new right now, that's completely fine, because I think from a nature standpoint, we're not really meant to. And that energy shift really happens in the spring, which is a time of abundance and new things. And that's the time where maybe we are more able to set goals and set intentions for new things. So yeah, I think my priority at the moment is to just get myself back into a routine, get back to my baseline, and not add anything or overcomplicate it with fancy things. Just keep it simple. That is my priority at the moment. Keep it simple and take things one step at a time, really slowly. You will have seen that I went to the gym this morning. I strength train 3 to 4 times a week, and I aim to get about 8 to 10k steps a day, which is pretty easy. I get about 10,000 steps pretty easily when I'm working in the office. So for me, that's quite an achievable goal, and it's quite easy for me to get back into that routine. So yeah, I just want to kind of get used to having that routine again, because when we got back from India, I got ill and then was just getting back into the gym and then got an injury, so then had to take it easy again, and then I got ill again. So it was just kind of a bit up and down, and I kind of want to just keep things linear before adding more stuff and having kind of more physical goals or aesthetic goals and things like that. Like I just want to keep it simple at the moment. So that's my intention for gym and sort of fitness. Then one thing I do want to make some kind of changes on or improvements on is my diet. So I don't have a bad diet at all. I've always been pretty health conscious when it comes to food. So it could do with some improvements. I definitely had a lot of like sweet treats and sugary things a lot last year. Like every evening I was having a sweet treat, and not like a little one, like a lot. So yeah, I would never like restrict or give up anything. Do you want something? I would never give up or advocate restriction or anything like that. And I have such a sweet tooth, so I couldn't give up sweet stuff. But I know that having sugary stuff is bad or not great for your gut, and that has a direct correlation to your immunity and your nervous system. So, and that's something that I'm working on this year and trying to improve. So that's one thing that I'm trying to limit this year and just be a bit more mindful about. The other thing is cooking more fresh meals. So I hate cooking. Like I hate it. I find it so stressful. I'm just a bit chaotic in the kitchen. I don't have a good workflow. And because of that, I always prioritized quick and easy meals, and that meant that a lot of the components of my meals would be very processed. So I want to focus on cooking fresh meals that have more veg, fiber, and protein. And one way I'm going to try and do this is to try and meal prep a little bit more. So I want to at least meal prep my dinners so that I have them ready to eat when I'm home after a busy day in the office. Because I think that was what was kind of stressing me out, was I was having to make dinner when I'd get home quite late already from work, and I think that would just result in me cooking whatever was just quick and easy to make. So my priority is to meal prep my dinners. I'm not going to try and meal prep both my lunch and my dinners just yet. I think that for me would be too much. So my first step is to just meal prep my dinners and get lunch from the office or from somewhere in Canary Wharf. And I know it's a lot of money, but for me it's justified because it kind of just eases up my day a little bit and it just helps me out. So that's my plan to try and get my diet back in track a little bit. So easy steps, baby steps, and yeah, one step at a time. And yeah, I'm gonna cook with you today. So I would have tried to meal prep this, but for the sake of the video, we can cook together. I'm gonna actually make one of my go-to meals. It's miso tofu with sweet potato and pak choi. It's high in protein, super easy to make, like takes 20 to 30 minutes. So I'm gonna make that, and yeah, I hope I haven't rambled on for too long. And I hope that this has hopefully given you a bit of inspiration and not made you feel like you need to do everything at the start of the year, and you know, just take things slowly, and yeah, one thing at a time, I think, is my main advice for getting kind of, if you do want to have a few more goals for 2026. So yeah, let's get to cooking my dinner because I'm starving now. And yeah. Oh, actually, let me show you what we've been doing for our renovations, actually, because I was at home over Christmas for 2 weeks, and in that time, Kish has done a lot of stuff, a lot of work upstairs. There's still a long way to go. We are sleeping in the living room now. We've gone from sleeping on the floor in our bedroom upstairs to sleeping on the living room floor downstairs. And yeah, the upstairs is an absolute mess, which isn't fun. But let me show you what we've done upstairs. I really want to do some sort of renovation vlog, but I've got a few videos and it just feels a bit disjointed at the moment. So I think if you want to see the journey of the renovation, definitely subscribe so you can kind of see the progress over the videos, and hopefully see a gradual change in the house that way. I'll try and do a proper renovation video soon, once we have a few more stuff done upstairs. But yeah, let me give you an update now. Here's Kish, hard at work. This is the box room, which we had plastered and we've painted. Oh, it actually it looks a lot lighter than I thought, this colour, doesn't it? And then this is the bedroom. We're going to have to get this wall plastered a little bit because the previous owners had added like an extra kind of maybe 2 inches of wall here, which is so random and we don't know why, but yeah. And we removed it when we removed the cupboards here. They also had an extra inch of wall here too. And so we ripped that out and just found some wallpaper behind it, which is so random. Don't understand why. But yeah, this is our bedroom. We've ripped out the floorboards too, actually. Sorry, didn't show you. So floorboards have been ripped out. We're going to get the floorboards fitted soon, all of upstairs and onto the landing. This is our second bedroom. So yeah, not very exciting, but yeah, hopefully you see an improvement soon. So this is basically everything I've got for dinner today. I picked up the pak choi, sweet potato, these lentils from Co-op. I've had the gym kitchen before and they were amazing. They have 20 grams of protein in a packet and I usually get through half. So that's really good protein. I have this tub of miso. I've had it for a while, but it lasts ages. Rice vinegar, sriracha, maple syrup. This is for the sauce that I marinate the tofu in. So I'm going to chop the tofu and the veg, and then I'll make the sauce. And like when they zoomed out, you could see a dice. And basically, apparently it's the same dice that Will rolled in the first season.
Okay.
And basically, what if this...
What?
Is that too far-fetched?
Wait, that doesn't make sense.
So like, basically this whole... Actually, no. I don't know.
Bro, what the hell, man?
Never mind.
That makes zero sense.
Yeah, it does make zero sense.
Why would it be Will's playbook anyways?
I don't know.
And even if it was Will's playbook, why would he...
Attorney, I never thought I would be on one wild assignments. I don't take any of these long days for granted.
Hello. I am all cozied up in my hoodie. It is so cold. It's so cold. I don't want to be dramatic, but you can hear Kish upstairs. I don't want to be dramatic, but I have not been warm since we got back from India. Like my body has just not warmed up. And it's freezing right now. Like outside it's like minus at the moment, I think. Anyway, again, I'm always talking about the weather. I just helped Kish do a little bit of painting after dinner. Well, I didn't really do painting. I just did the very important job of removing the masking tape. And yeah, he's just finishing up now. You can probably hear him. And we are then going to watch some Traitors. It's actually already started because it's now 8:30, but I am patiently waiting for him to be done so we can watch it together. Let me know if you've been watching it and what you think of the twist this year. I don't know what to think about it. They obviously needed to change things up and make it and do something different just to keep things interesting, but I don't know how I feel about it. Surely the secret traitor, like I don't know how it's going to work with the banishments. Like surely the secret traitor can just banish all the traitors that because he or she will know who they are and then cement themselves as a faithful. I don't know. Well, we'll see tonight what happens. But yeah, let me know if you're a Traitors fan and if you're watching and what you think. And yeah, I'll sign off here. Thank you as always for watching and Happy New Year. Happy 2026. I hope this video helped inspire you and just, yeah, like I think in a world where everything is a bit go, go, go and there's so much pressure to do a lot of things, I hope this was just like a helpful reminder that you can just do what you usually do and try and just be a better version of the version you were yesterday, if that makes sense. And that's what I'm doing. I'm just trying to be a better version of the version I was of myself last year. And just building on the habits that I already have instead of trying to do too much and overwhelm my system with too many things. So yeah, let me just also show you what I'm looking at right now. This is our current setup. We are going to put the mattress down here to sleep in tonight. We have moved from the bedroom, sleeping on the floor we've moved from sleeping on the floor in the bedroom to sleeping on the floor here. So yeah, love that for us. Word of advice. So if you're buying a house, buy one that's already done because these renovations are not for the weak. Like we've just done the upstairs or we're doing the upstairs. We've not even made a dent downstairs. We won't for a while because we're still saving for it. But yeah, it's not for the weak. And I haven't even done that much. I've barely done anything. Kish has done the majority of it. So yeah, it's just, I can't wait. I can't wait for it to be done and to see the final results, to have a bed. And yeah, I'm sure it'll all be worth it. But yeah. Anyway, I will love you and leave you, and I will catch you in the next vlog. Bye!
Right.
Yeah. Last night, I would be like, what the heck?
Yeah.
I was super happy, obviously, to be at breakfast, but in my mind, I was somewhat worried about Mum. I was
Put a timer on.